Hello, my name is Dan, and I'm about to show off some heavy machinery. Let's begin. In this array of steel and firepower, we have the Panzerkampfwagen lineup of tanks made by Nazi Germany in World War II. Each tank is an improvement of the last, and with each newer design, the tank gets bigger. I will be describing to you each tank and my personal opinion of the tank.
Panzer 1, full name, Panzerkampfwagen 1, type, light tank, service, 1934 to 1945, manufacturers, Henschel, Mann, Krupp, Daimler, combat units produced, 1,659, weight, 6 tons, length, 4.02 meters, width, 2.06 meters, height, 1.72 meters, crew, 1 commander, 1 driver, armor, 7 to 13 millimeters, main armament, 2 7.92 millimeter MG-13 machine guns, engine, Krupp M305 4-cylinder air-cooled gasoline engine, 59 horsepower, speed, 31 miles per hour on-road, 23 miles per hour off-road.
Not the best tank on the battlefield at the time, but the use of it as a training vehicle helps the Germans to fully understand the concept of armored warfare.
Panzer 2, full name, Panzerkampfwagen 2, type, light tank, service, 1936 to 1945, manufacturers, Krupp, Mann, Henschel, and Daimler-Benz, combat units produced, 1,856, weight, 8.8 tons, length, 4.81 meters, width, 2.22 meters, height, 1.99 meters, crew, 1 commander/gunner, 1 driver, 1 loader, armor, 5 to 14.5 millimeters. Main armament, 1 2cm KWK-30 gun. Secondary armament, 1 7.92mm Maschinengewehr 34. Engine, Maybach HL62 TRM 6-cylinder petrol, 138 horsepower. Speed, 25 miles per hour.
This tank was very similar to the Panzer I, but had different armor and armaments which made it more effective. The use of the 20mm anti-tank gun was very effective against the French tanks it was up against.
Panzer 3, full name, Panzerkampfwagen 3, type, medium tank, service, 1939 to 1945, manufacturers, Daimler-Benz, combat units produced, 5,774, weight, 25.4 tons, length, 5.36 meters, width, 2.9 meters, height, 2.5 meters, crew, 1 commander, 1 gunner, 1 loader, 1 driver, 1 radio operator/bow gunner, armor, 15 to 50 millimeters, depending on variant, main armament, 1 3.7cm KWK-36, 1 5cm KWK-38, 1 5cm KWK-39, or 1 7.5cm KWK-37, depending on variant. Secondary armament, 2 to 3 7.92mm Maschinengewehr 34, engine, 12-cylinder Maybach HL120 TRM, 269 horsepower, speed, 25 miles per hour on-road, 12 miles per hour off-road.
The Panzer III was most notable for its part in the invasion of France. Its early, superior 37mm gun and armor led it to its swift victory.
Panzer 4, full name, Panzerkampfwagen 4, type, medium tank, service, 1939 to 1945, manufacturers, Krupp, Vollmag, Nibelungenwerk, combat units produced, 8,553, weight, 27.6 tons, length, 5.92 meters, 7.02 meters with gun forward, width, 2.88 meters, height, 2.68 meters, crew, 1 commander, 1 gunner, 1 loader, 1 driver, 1 radio operator/bow gunner, armor, 5 to 80 millimeters, main armament, 7.5cm KWK-40L48 main gun, secondary armament, 2 7.92mm MG-34 machine guns, engine, 12-cylinder Maybach HL120 TRM V12, 269 horsepower, speed, 26 miles per hour on-road, 9.9 miles per hour off-road.
The Panzer IV was the most produced tank of the Axis powers during the Second World War. This tank would later spawn other variations and designs that would help combat the enemy. Produced from the beginning to the end of the war, this tank was the best the Germans could muster that could be easily produced.
Panzer V Panther. Full name Panzerkampfwagen 5 Panther. Type medium tank. Service 1943 to 1945. Manufacturers MAN, Daimler-Benz, MNH. Combat units produced 6,000. Weight 49.4 tons. Length 6.87 meters. 8.66 meters with gun forward. Width 3.27 meters. Height 2.99 meters. Crew, 1 commander, 1 gunner, 1 loader, 1 driver, 1 radio operator / bow machine gunner. Armor, 80 millimeters at 55 degrees, effective thickness of 140 millimeters. Main armament, 1 7.5 centimeter KWK 42L70. Secondary armament, 2 7.92 millimeter MG34 machine guns. Engine, V12 petrol Maybach HL230P30, 690 horsepower. Speed, 29 miles per hour.
This is where things get interesting. The Germans designed the Panther to combat the T-34. The Panther, having been equipped with sloped armor, gave it an advantage over tanks with flat armor. Tanks with flat armor at a 90-degree angle were easier to penetrate, but you can slope that armor and it will give you the effectiveness of heavier armor, whilst using less armor and making the tank lighter. That's why many tanks today have some form of sloping armor.
Panzer VI Tiger. Full name Panzerkampfwagen 6 Tiger. Type heavy tank. Service 1942 to 1945. Manufacturers Henschel. Combat units produced 1,347. Weight 60 tons. Length 6.32 meters. 8.45 meters with gun forward. Width 3.56 meters. Height 3 meters. Crew, 1 commander, 1 gunner, 1 loader, 1 driver, 1 radio operator / bow machine gunner. Armor, 25 to 120 millimeters. Main armament, 1 8.8 centimeter KWK 36L56. Secondary armament, 2 7.92 millimeter MG34 machine guns. Engine, Maybach HL230P45 V12, 690 horsepower. Speed, 28.2 miles per hour on road, 16 miles per hour off-road.
The Tiger, I dare say, a monster of the battlefield. The earlier stages of its deployment into the line of fire set the new standard for the heavy tank. This tank dwarfed its competitors by sometimes 20 tons. It sent fear through the enemy lines as it pounded their formations at 2,000 meters.
Panzer VIII Maus. Full name Panzerkampfwagen 8 Maus. Type Super Heavy Tank. Service 1944. Manufacturers Alket, Porsche, Krupp. Combat units produced 2. 1 incomplete. Weight 207 tons. Length 10.2 meters. Width 3.71 meters. Height 3.63 meters. Crew 6. Armor 150 to 220 millimeters, sloped in some areas. Main armament 128 millimeter KWK 44 gun L55. Secondary armament 75 KWK 44 gun L36.5 coaxial and 7.92 millimeter MG34 machine gun. Engine V1 MB 509 V12 petrol engine, DB603 derivative 1080 horsepower, V2 MB 517 V12 diesel engine 1200 horsepower, speed 12 miles per hour.
The Panzer VII, also known as the Lion, was to succeed the Tiger, but never left the drawing board. However, the tank that followed up the Panzer VII did. Only 2 were ever built, but only 1 received a turret. This tank would come to be known as the biggest tank ever built. Size and weight were the greatest of any other tank, period. This tank was in a class of its own, with armor strong enough to deflect an 88mm round at point-blank range. But the Russians blew it up as it was on its way to Berlin at the end of the war. The hull was destroyed, but the turret remained pretty much intact. They used 5 half-tracks to haul the 55-ton turret, and then mounted it on the other Maus hull that they discovered. They then put it in a museum where it still remains to this day, a monument to Adolf Hitler's lust for power.
So, did you learn anything? Most people overlook the technical innovations of the Nazis because they were war criminals. And full disclaimer, I do not sympathize with the Nazis, despite my appearance. I only wish to discuss knowledge. And just because they were our enemy doesn't mean we can't learn from them.